and the lows. I want to say them was the highs though. What I was in from the side that I was on. I want to say it was the highs, but it could have been the lows when I was back in Minneapolis. But besides that, it's like I have the ideology to like live and make it up from out of the hood or and make it from out of them zones because it's like why on earth would you live outside of your means? What are you doing? Why are you doing that to yourself? And then these people complain, and it's like you are putting yourselves in these positions. You're literally placing yourself, applying in these areas. You applied. No one else took your information and applied. And if they did, it's fraud. You should get that checked out. But to go and apply, like I just applied to the Popeyes, you know. And if I get in and I go through that process and I'm like, good, I accept, accept an interview. I've declined interviews before because of the travel, you know, for certain places. I'm like, man. But now I'm gaining a better mentality. But still, it's like you put yourself in this position, and that's what I'm accountable of as well. You know, with me even being here, I place myself in this position due to the fact of another's feelings, but because of my own. You know, because if it wasn't, I don't even know, but it's just the universe works in weird ways. Our bodies operate within weird ways. It's us, it's you that is doing it. It's like you have a role as well. So it's like why, but my main thing is like, why are you living outside of your means? Why not live within your means and get up? Why not do that? It makes more sense. It's more sensible to me to start on the low end and build my way out because I know how to money management now. You know, I know how to manage the finances. I know how to manage my earnings now. Before then I did not, but now I do. So me acquiring anything, whether if it's something little, like I'm Gucci, like I don't have any issues with it, and that's a thing. So it's like what, and then I know that these jobs are playing games with people. These jobs are very well played, but this is why I'm broadening my options currently for the work field for right now. You know, that's why I brought up the Popeyes. I brought up what I applied to today. Like I love sandwiches, so a sandwich place is like amazing for me. Subway, I will go right back to Subway. You know, I love Subway. That's me. You know, before I got all into the health heavily, that was me. Living purposes, I don't care for high voltage ceilings and stuff like that. I don't care for apartments because that's not me. I am a more private person. So I would like a house. I like to do more things. I like to edify, modify things to my liking. What in the world is a what do they call it? A notice of entry. What do you mean notice of entry? Notice of who? Who notice of entry for what? Stuff like that. That I'm not okay with that. I'm not cool with that. And then especially what happened with my brother. Others have access to this so-called property that you are occupying and it's not yours. No, no, definitely not okay with that. I'm not for it, but if I'm to deal with it, I'm going to go about it a certain type of way, which is living within the means. So I'm okay with having a $400, like there's places out here. There's $500, $600, $700, 2 beds. Why are you paying 14 something and you're complaining? That's on you. 14 plus. You paying 1400 plus a month. That's on you. You chose to do that. You chose that exact location. You chose that exact spot. You applied. You went through the whole process. You put your application fee in. You put your deposit down in there and all of that good stuff. You did that. And you feel some type of way? Why? You are the problem. So I'm like, nah, like I have to remove myself because it's basically like it's combating. It's basically like combating a lifestyle. And that's not gonna make it, it's not gonna work because I'm attempting to save and then I have someone else in my ear demanding me and talking subliminally talking about me saving. But then when it comes to me saving, it's like it's an issue. Or whenever I get money, it's what did we make? What do you mean, what did we make? What did I make? And why are you asking? Because am I asking you what did you make on your check? Are you showing me what you make on your checks? No, you're not. I'm not in your pockets. So this is why I'm like, and I also have to get around others who are on the same type of timing, you know. And I have been doing that. That's why I've been working with Johnny and moving up from there, you know. Other than that, I'm like, bro, I gotta do something, bro. I'm telling them, I'm like, cause I gotta do something good. Like, something got to give. You know, I even thought about moving back home. But other than that, I'm like, I already had that in mind, but actually having a home there. So what I'm thinking is like, I'm on tent mine, all types of stuff. Like I could care less. Like how you view me, how I'm looked at is like that's my thing. That's always been my thing. But I'm around in an environment that is ill, like poorly, like health wise, ill, and mentally is always of just nothing that has to do with positivity, what we would deem to be positive. It's always yelling. It's always on average like 75% of the time. This is the part of the 25%. Like you get to hear me. It is quiet. I get to hear stuff going on outside. You know, you don't hear any. If it was not, if I was operating during the day or within the next 2 hours or so, it's gonna get quite loud in here. And it's never on average. You know, it isn't positivity. It isn't anything that is of like that makes you want to get up and go like yes, that's. It's always something like of a complaint because she works from home. So that's what I get to hear, and that's what I wake up to. That's not healthy. In my eyes, it's not healthy, and I'm making a change, so I'm doing something to get myself out of it. You know, I've been walking the city lately, you know, because I have to rely. I gotta get my car fixed. She doesn't care for my stuff being fixed. She only cares for her things being fixed. She doesn't care to, you know, get me in a position to even get out if you want me out. But it's like she does, but she doesn't. She doesn't because of what happened to her baby, you know. So it's like she's combating her how she viewed me, you know, before this, you know, months prior to his death, you know, a month prior to his death, you know, 3 months, 4 months, you know. But yeah, that's all I have for today. So we're gonna keep going. Y'all could put some foxes in the chat. Fox up, you know, fox out, FOXGANG. Put it in the chat. Drop a whole bunch of foxes in the chat. Fox gang. We're going up. We're going up in the charts. But that's all I got for y'all, man. We about to start keeping stuff pushing. I'm about to, you know, I'm documenting. I'm coming for the crown. I'm coming for the crown. Okay. But peace and love to all mean the majority. The rest of you can perish a horrible, horrible death. I am Andre Ray Shaw. You are my